What's going on, everybody? I'm Selna Kim, America's face of dating, and in case you guys are new to my channel, we get a lot of new guys coming in every single day. I help guys who have been out of a divorce or a breakup, or they just want to get back into the dating game or get into the dating game, and they're tired of being lonely and they want to attract their dream relationship and get a quality relationship. I teach you guys how to do that, whether that's through these videos or my best-selling book. If you guys are new to my channel, or if you guys have been watching me for a while and haven't read my best-selling book, you must like rejections. That's what I'm going to assume from you. But let's talk about today something that I pulled from my best-selling book, and it's how to make your dream girl attractive. Here's your 3-step guide. And disclaimer for you guys is that this doesn't matter if you've been through a divorce, a breakup, or a bad rejection, right? This will work. And you need to ignore all the red pill guys and the feminists and the guys who are ultimately clueless about women who are just sitting there watching TV. You know, they're kind of like a plastic bag in the wind, bending at anyone's will and doing whatever it is. You need to ignore all those people because they're not going to give you solid advice about dating, and they're going to lead you to a path of a lot of rejection and heartbreak. And this is not the typical dating app advice or pickup line advice that a lot of these guys online will give you guys. This is actually raw truth. This is based on data from my program, from all the guys getting results. And if you apply this, it will work for you. So this is genuinely how to spark desire in any girl, which will increase the odds of you landing that dream quality relationship. So the first thing, and probably the most important thing for you guys, is not what some of you guys want to hear right now, but it's what you need to hear, is that number one is your purpose and your priorities, right? You need to put your health and your purpose first. You must do that if you want to attract a quality relationship, right? The moment you put the girl first before these things, like, you will lose, right? You'll lose the girl and you'll lose these two things as well, your health and your finances, as a lot of you guys have already probably seen and been through, right? Masculine energy versus feminine energy. So women will test you throughout the entire relationship to see if you give up your purpose for her, right? And if you do, then she will inevitably leave you. And it's because women want a man who, they say that they want a man who will change for her and adapt to her, and a man will do this and that. But if, in fact, if you change yourself to please your woman, then basically she's going to start sensing weakness from you because you are basically changing because out of fear of losing her. So women love a decisive, a clear-cut man, a man who knows exactly what he wants, right? She may not like it in the moment, but she will respect you because you're not going to change yourself to please her. Let me add a parenthesis there. You're not going to change yourself to please the girl, right? They say that they want that man that's going to change for her, but when you do, she ends up leaving you for the guy he's a hard ass, he's tough, but he's attractive and he's fair. Do not date yet. This is for some of you guys. If you're broke, if you're struggling check to check, or you're just cheap, right? You won't be able to get a date if you're worried about paying for a date. That's bars right there, right? You see occasionally a guy who is broke, getting drunk, but he's swiping through Tinder. It's like, what fucking girl would ever want that, right? He's just a plastic bag, a leaf in the wind, right? He's just like, oh, like, you know, I'm getting drunk, or I'm going out and partying, and I'm broke, but let me see if I can find a really quality chick. Ain't no woman want that. Ask yourself, like, if you were the chick, would you date you? And if the answer is no, keep watching my videos, because that will soon be yes. Number 2, stop being too nice. Man, a lot of you guys are too nice, man. I think half the guys that come to me and do my program is because they're way too fucking nice. If a girl says, can you buy me and my friend a drink? Yuck, right? First off. But most guys are like, because they don't know this stuff, they're like, well, if I buy her a drink and do what she says, then she is definitely gonna like me, right? But that's the essence of being nice, is that you're doing something you don't really want to do to get the girl or to please the girl, because again, you fear losing her. Why do you fear losing her? Why do you fear being alone? Ask yourself that. These are genuine, serious questions. In my program, I tell guys who join that maybe have been through a divorce or a breakup that the amount of pain you experience from a breakup or a divorce is congruent to the amount of compromise, change, parentheses, that you did during the relationship. So what that basically means is that the amount of pain that you feel in the breakup, right? The amount of pain, whether that's, you know, just X amount, let's say like 80%, right? Is because you changed yourself 80% to please the chick, right? This was a huge thing that I had to understand about women, because I always grew up thinking that, oh, like, change yourself to please her, tell her how much you love her, compliment her, like, buy her things, buy her whatever she wants, and always be there for her, right? And in fact, it's like, us guys, like, we love doing that for a woman, but it's like, we don't want to just like literally change everything about ourselves just to get a chick. It's like that, that's not masculine. Masculine energy is straight as an arrow, right? It's straight, it's direct, it's bold, it goes for what it wants. While feminine energy, it's kind of like the aura that surrounds the arrow, right? It's adaptable, it's changeable. And as fucked up as it sounds, I get it, but the more that you change to please the girl, the more pain that you're gonna feel when she leaves you or dumps you. And so What you guys have to get into your head, and something I had to get into my head, is that you don't want to continue changing yourself to get the girl, right? If there's something you seriously don't want to do, you don't have to do it, right? She may be mad in the moment, but she's gonna love you and respect you more because you had the balls to basically say no. And that's something that guys that are too nice, they can't do, is that they can't say no, right? It's so hard for them to say no. Basically, you're not operating on what you want to do as a man, but you're doing what you think is gonna make her like you and love you more. That is the essence of a nice guy. It's not the fact that he's too nice, it's that he's changing himself to please the girl and get the girl, and he's doing stuff he doesn't want to do to get the girl, right? Instead of, if a girl asks you to buy her a drink, make her invest in for you also, right? You buy the first one, I'll buy the second one. This shows confidence in who you are as a man. Literally, Blake in my program, he went through a breakup recently, right? We're working together on getting him back into the game. And he said, I've been inactive for a little while because, you know, he's going through a breakup. But he said he went down to Purdue. He's a younger guy in the program, and he went down to Purdue, and he said he doesn't remember exactly how I opened, but when we were here at the bar, I did the you buy the first round and I'll buy the second round, because she probably said, can you buy me and my friend a drink? And he's like, you buy the first round, I'll buy the second round. He said, I got to talking to the one in the middle and we hit it off. And that's because whenever you buy a girl a drink, right, you're too nice, you're like, I don't really want to buy her a drink, but I guess I'll just blow $30 to see if she likes me. It's like, that is a terrible thing to do, right? You're gonna go broke pretty fast doing that, because then she's gonna take the drink, be like, thanks, and then she's gonna go dance with the guy who actually can genuinely spark natural attraction in her. And Blake, he knew this already because we taught him this, because this is an age-old test that nice guys get, is that they try to see if you are compliant, if you'll just do whatever the girl wants, because that is nice guy behavior. And if you do, then she sees you're a doormat, she'll just walk all over you. She'll use you for your money. XYZ, I have plenty of guys in my program that make probably, some of them make 7 figures per year, $1 million per year plus. And some of them, they do all right, and they make a couple $100,000 per year. But there's some guys that are in that range. Like, there was one guy that spent $50,000 just to furnish a girl's apartment that he hadn't even slept with yet. They weren't even in a relationship. And he spent that much money. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, brother? Got him in the program, and then we flipped that around fast, got her attracted. But it was like, wow, I was heading for a train wreck fast. And like $50,000 to furnish an apartment, man, that's a lot, man, for a girl you're not even dating. You know what I mean? So it's something that we taught Blake, was just how to really come back to that. And we're getting him back into the game. He's gonna really attract quality and just be that guy. But number 3, and finally, this is gold right here, is that what would my role model say, right? If you don't have a role model, then I'm gonna tell you what to do in a second. But some of you guys tell me you feel uncomfortable or awkward around girls. First off, don't use pickup lines, right? Your role model and guys that are 10 out of 10 attractive, they're not using pickup lines, right? You need to assume that the interest is mutual. Let's say, for example, girl says you have no ass, right? You have no ass. What do you say? I used to get that one, like, back in the day a lot. I used to be malnourished. We didn't have a lot of money growing up, and so I was skinnier. I was 6'2" at like 140 pounds, I believe. That's malnourished. And so girls, they would be like, you have no ass. And like, at first it would get me mad because I'd be all offended, right? About, you know, or poor bro, she would never be attracted to that. Instead, like, you gotta have confidence in yourself that she's flirting with you. She's testing you for a reason. You gotta assume she's attracted. She was looking at your ass, right? What girl is not attracted is gonna look at your ass? It makes no sense, right? Girls that are attracted are gonna look at your ass. And you could use that on her. You'd be like, why are you staring at my ass, baby? You fucking creep, you weirdo. But instead I used to say, oh, we're twins. She'd be like, you have no ass. I'd be like, oh, we're twins. And she'd be like, oh, you're such an asshole, and slap my chest. See, it's completely different, right? But that is what makes the difference. It's called the mirror effect. What would your role model say or do who was a 10 out of 10 confident version of you, like the 10 out of 10 confident version of yourself? What would you say to this? How would you respond based on this, right? Would he think about it? Would he think, I don't want to say so many, but we occasionally will get someone who wants to do my program, and then it's a perfect fit, and they still are just like, I need to think about it. It's like, would a 10 out of 10 quality girl, would she be attracted to a guy that's like, I need to think about this. I need to think about for a week where we're gonna go on a date. It's like, get that shit out of here, man. Like, no girl is gonna be attracted to that. You know, it's like, don't book in a call with me and don't hop on a call inquiring about my program if you're just gonna be like, I need to think about it. Like, I'll explain that in a second, but that is not attractive to anybody, guy or girl. Would he buy her a drink, right? If she asked, would he just submit and just buy her a drink? Probably not, right? Would he get mad when she tests him? No. But would he take action? Would he make her invest into him? And would he have a playful smirk when she's testing him by having no ass or whatever she tests you with, right? Think about it. Confident men, how do they act? If they had everything, if you had everything that you wanted, would you be saying or doing what you're doing right now? An action step is that I want you to watch yourself throughout the day tomorrow and make a list of all the things that you catch that you know just wasn't correct, or it was weird, or you said something weird, or you didn't handle a situation correctly, and ask yourself, if 10 out of 10 you was there, what would you do? do this? What would he say to this? And I want you to make a list, and how you do anything is how you do everything. A lot of these are gonna be so similar, and 80% or 20% of your habits create 80% of your problems. And so if we just fix like 20%, then 80% of your problems are gonna be fixed like overnight. And a lot of those are gonna be so similar that you're gonna write down. So make sure you do that. This is Nick, because a lot of you guys have been inquiring about my program. I just showed Nick off. He literally just got into a relationship with his dream girl. Like, he came into the program, he said that he felt really awkward, but he had all the missing pieces with dating or with his life, man, with just his career, his income. He built his own house from fucking scratch. It's like, that's dope, man. That's cool. And he came into the program, he knew it was a perfect fit. I was like, dude, we're gonna take care of you here. And 3 months later, he's in a relationship with his dream girl. Like, that's how fast and how effortless it is. But you guys gotta be able to put in the dirty work and do what I tell you guys to do in the program. And you guys will get results, just like Nick and everyone else here is getting results. But a lot of guys are inquiring about my program, and so if that's one of you guys, there's a call link, it's Calendly, a link in the description below. Click on that, book in a time with me that works best for you, and we'll talk about the program, we'll get you in. A lot of guys wonder about the price too. It's 3.5K on the call. There are options to break that down too. We partner with a firm that lets you break it down to like 500-ish per month, 300-ish for 12 months, I think, and like 120-ish per month for like, I don't know, 36 months, I think. Some of them might have interest tacked on, the last two might, but if you're struggling and you still want to do this and you can afford $120 per month, let's say, like, it's worth it. And so that's all I have to say about that. Make sure you book in that call below, or just come to Instagram, message me about the program, and we'll talk about it one-to-one in the DMs. And so I'm Selna Kim, America's Face of Dating. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below what you guys want to hear more about, what you guys are getting value from, or maybe a question you might have, and I'll see if I can make it into a video. And I'll see your cute face next time.